What's up YouTube? Splitting Wigs here. How's it going? In this video we're talking today's mini update and season 2. So if you want to stay up to date with all things COD, hit subscribe and click that bell for notifications. Anyway, let's get into today's mini update. And let's be honest, for being a mini update, I really like the changes. And I think there's some really good stuff in there that might not change this game that drastically, but it's definitely going to help the meta with the weapons, which I think is a big deal. I was just complaining last night while we were playing about how frustrating it was. You know, it felt like some games whenever it would get to the point where you'd have to use the M4 or MP5, MP7, you couldn't use like guns like the M13 and some of the other ones that are way off meta that you shoot first, die first, because you just get melted by something like the MP5 or M4 or something like that, and it definitely takes away from the enjoyment of the game. So one of the things they changed right out of the gate is the M4. They nerfed the range, and they also nerfed the headshot multiplier. So that gun, it won't be quite as overpowered. The MP5, the 10mm rounds that pretty much everyone runs on that game, I just made an MP5 video, and that was one of the attachments. Those specifically got a range reduction and a headshot multiplier reduction, which will definitely affect that gun. I was just using it last night, and it was still pretty nasty. So, and then another gun that got a nerf was the crossbow, but it was mainly against streaks, apparently. I didn't touch that gun yet. It's just not my style. You know, I probably would have grinded for it, though, had I known that it was that good with thermite. I guess if you get the thermite tips, it just was absolutely, it would just tear streaks out of the air with ease. But that was about it with the crossbow. But the best news is the M13, which I was just complaining about last night. I was trying to grind for it, using double weapons XP, and I just was getting so frustrated. That gun, at range, even shipment, from trying to get people from one edge of the crates to the other, that thing just lost to everything. But they did give it a range buff, which will help that gun tremendously. And they gave it a little bit less recoil, which it already had pretty low recoil, so that gun's probably going to be up there. I mean, I would be willing to bet that that's going to be a top 3, top 2 range assault rifle now. So I'm definitely excited to give that a shot, especially if the movement speed, you get it just right where that movement speed's quick. That's going to play like a in-between, kind of a mix of a assault rifle, submachine gun. So that's pretty exciting. And then the shipment, which is the game mode we're playing right now, they adjusted the spawns apparently, which I highly doubt they got them good enough to play 6v6 again. Which, let's be honest, in Competent Ward, how are you the only developer that can fuck up shipment to the point where it's 5v5? I mean, seriously? We're trying to get a party together and it's 5v5. We have 2-3 friends that are just on the sideline. They wait all night. They can't get in to squad up with us because it's 5v5. It's crazy. And then how slow and boring did Shoot House play because of it? You know, they put Shoot the Ship back in, but that's a mistake. If you're gonna have it 5v5, don't do Shoot the Ship anymore, because Shoot House plays just balls slow. So yeah, Infinity Ward, get that out of there. And then this week they adjusted the playlist again, like they always do. Freaking playlist roulette with these people. 3v3, capture the flag, shoot the ship, all out. Deathmatch domination, which in Camp Fest, you know, Call of Doors, Window Warfare, it's going to be deathmatch. Dom's going to be that's just going to be a side hustle, and no one's going to be doing shit in those games probably. But I am looking forward to it because it was a fun game mode in past games, so hopefully that plays differently than I think. Shipment 24/7, and then the MLG, Omega Tryhard, Adderall taken, G Fuel drinking, 2v2 custom gunfight. I mean, that's going to be you know, you're going to need to do a line of coke before you play that, I can guarantee you. But anyway, on to the best news is the Season 2 leaks. I mean, it's looking good. It is looking good, I think. I mean, I'm really trying not to get my hopes up because, I mean, update 1.13 literally was a crazy letdown. I couldn't believe how bad that update was. It's like, I'm definitely not getting my hopes up too much, but here's the stuff that is in the talks for Season 2. Biggest and baddest thing that they're talking about is the Battle Royale coming. And this makes a lot of sense. Here's a glitch. Look at that. Empty hand stim. I don't heal. Have to do it twice. There's a shield turret glitch. I mean, all this stuff got added with update 1.13, and Competent Ward added again. Anyway, back to Battle Royale. They're saying the reason that the update 1.13 was so big is that they, on the back end, they had a good bit of the Battle Royale stuff in that update, which that makes sense because if you look at the size of that update, it just doesn't make any sense why we had to do a Spec Ops download. I mean, that's going to be where most of that map lies, is in the Spec Ops stuff. So it makes a lot of sense. And so I'm hoping that we at least get that map and they do something with it. And they apparently can't really get Battle Royale to work, apparently, because how campy it is. I mean, 200 people on a map that big. And, oh, look at these. Get pistoled, boys. Get pistoled. Who else wants some? But anyway, a map that big on a game that plays this slow, they're probably having trouble just getting people to even move. I mean, when the map shrinks, people probably just die because they're terrified to leave buildings, and it's probably the biggest problem. And the scariest thing is I really hope it drops on February 12th with Season 2 when it starts, because the dev from Infinity Ward confirmed that if it doesn't come Season 2, it's definitely taken a big drop of it coming Season 3. Like, there's a chance, but man, if it doesn't come Season 2, it sounds like it's still hit or miss for Season 3. And if we don't get it Season 3, we can pretty much forget about it, because then it's going to run into the next COD that drops in October, and it's going to take away from that game too much. They're just not going to do that. So, you know, it is what it is. I mean, there's a lot of people playing Blackout still, so, I mean, maybe they're not going to drop a Battle Royale, which I'm actually, you know, kind of bummed about a little bit, because I never did really get to play a Battle Royale. So I was looking forward to it, but what would actually be sick? I mean, I'm not even kidding. I love Ground War, and I heard someone mention it. It was over on Gaming Revolution's YouTube channel, which go check him out. I'm getting most of this information from him. He mentioned doing a 100 versus 100 just massive Ground War on that map, which for me, that sounds super freaking awesome. I'm not going to lie, that sounds sick. That would be really cool caveat if they can't do Battle Royale. But let's get into the other exciting stuff. I mean, we got a bunch of maps in the data mine, and all the maps that dropped in Season 1 were from COD 4, the first Modern Warfare. And so they're talking like MW2 maps are coming probably for Season 2. So that's pretty exciting, and then same thing would go for Season 3. MW3 maps come Season 3. So here's the list of all the maps in the data mine, and there's no guarantee when they're coming. But I'm sure all these are coming, and a lot of them are 6v6 maps, which is awesome because there's only like 4 decent 6v6 maps at the moment. These are all 6v6 maps. Rust, Borderline, Takedown, Backlot, Village, which those are both remakes, that's sick. Assault, Harbor, Offshore, Farida, Breakneck, and Emporium. Then we got gunfight maps coming called Fork, Hook, and Exclusion. And then we got some Ground War maps coming called Boneyard and Layover. So there's a lot of good stuff in there. I mean, that's a pretty big Season 2. To me, it feels like it would definitely be a lot more than Season 1, which that's if Battle Royale comes. I mean, if Battle Royale doesn't come, then we're looking at, you know... the other thing that actually Season 2, which I kind of just didn't mention because, you know, I was thinking at first that it's not really worth mentioning, but as bored as I am sitting at 155, and I've been level 155 and done with the Battle Pass forever, so the fact that they're adding a whole bunch of new challenges and different challenges coming is pretty exciting, actually. You know, I'm just looking forward to have something to do, because I mean, I'm not the type of guy that grinds camos, and man, it's just, this game's so stale right now. So anything new, like a challenge, especially a couple of them are fun to do. I'm looking forward to that. So that would be cool. And then there's definitely some weapons coming, which is cool. The Vector is what a lot of people are looking at, which when I saw the rail on it, it looked a lot like the Vector, which I'm not as excited about as if it's the APC-45, because I love that gun. That was like a MP5 style, but not the MP5 submachine gun, which I'm a submachine gun shotgun guy, so I'm really looking forward to the APC-45. I really hope it's that one. An LMG coming. Not into that, but somebody, I'm sure a lot of people are. And then a ballistic knife, which I think is cool, because then we can get back to sticks and stones. We just got the crossbow, then we'll have the ballistic knife, and we can play some sticks and stones on this bitch. And then Rupture, which if you remember from Black Ops, or Modern Warfare 2? No, it was Black Ops 2, I believe. where you had to escort that robot across the map. They're going to do that with a Juggernaut. So that'd be cool. I like that. That gets people moving. So decent amount of stuff in there. A lot to look forward to. And I do think that Season 2 will be better than Season 1. So Season 1 sucked. This game's been pretty much trash at times. And it's fun to play with your friends. But my God, the game itself, it is booty. I mean, let's admit, it is not good. So any fixes they can do, stuff they can do here in Season 2 is all a plus. And, you know, definitely game needs some help. So looking forward to it. But anyway, about this gameplay, shipment 24/7. This was last night. Dropped a triple Semtex there. I go 80 and 27 with the 725. So, you know, nothing crazy, but, you know, 80 kills is not too shabby, especially when you only have 27 deaths running around with the 725 and some hard points. So definitely a good gameplay. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. And the channel's actually going pretty good. I got a lot of subscribers recently, so, you know, thank you guys. And be sure to drop a comment, like, dislike, whatever. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, what you want to hear, what you don't want to hear. And I'm just looking forward to, you know, playing with a couple of the people that friend requested me from the channel. And, you know, hit me up. Let's play. Enjoy the rest of the game here and check out the scoreboard, 80 and 27.
Damn. Oh.